meeting to order, and it is 4:37.
Yeah. Rick, can you read the text? Because I don't think anybody has that.
And I don't have
Have it if you want me to read it.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
have it.
Sorry, I put it away already.
Give me a GIF here. I don't have the.
Vote attendance pursuant to state executive orders 2020.
No.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I printed it for yesterday and I may have.
Because it's new.
Yeah,
Newer than what we.
Yeah, correct. Hang on a second.
sorry. I can pull it up.
We're all just really on top of it today.
Well,
Indiana, and they have to do COVID testing before
okay.
they.
Remote attendance pursuant to state executive orders 2020-07, 2020-18, which temporarily, that's not the right one.
No, it's not. I see that. That's what I started to read
Yeah, it must be in the amended.
from yesterday. Sorry, I'm pulling that up.
Yeah, and he didn't say, our attorney advises that he thought it was good practice to read this amended language, didn't say it was a legal necessity, but here.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Nope. No,
Well, I don't,
sorry.
actually, let me just pull the email from the attorney and I'll read it from his email.
Okay.
Okay, please take notice that pursuant to section 7E of the Illinois Open Meetings Act, 5 ILCS 120/7E, and the gubernatorial disaster proclamation issued by Governor J.B. Pritzker on January 3rd, 2021, the Board of Trustees for the Decatur Public Library is conducting this meeting by audio and video conference.
Okay, I'm adding that in. Thank you.
So the first thing we have to do is the approval of the agenda.
I don't think there's any changes, right? I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Anybody
I
want-
will second that. Well,
Excellent. All in favor?
We have to do roll call.
Do we have to do roll call? I thought it was just monetary, but because we're on Zoom.
For Zoom, it's every action has to be roll call.
Okay. Samantha,
Yes.
Anaya? Oh,
it's a nay, and
Anaya,
I.
sorry.
Okay.
Nay. And Jacoby?
Yes.
Excellent. Sophia, yes. Okay, so the second are the minutes from October 13th, 2021, and from November 2nd, 2021. Did anybody have any changes to the minutes or anything?
I didn't see anything. Like, I thought they looked good.
Anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll approve the minutes for October and November.
I second the motion.
Excellent. Never mind. Let's just do a roll call. Samantha?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher your name again. Anay, right? No.
Yes. And A.
A?
Yes.
No, I'm
You're on mute, Ane.
Yes. Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm terrible at reading names, and when I see them, I just. And Jacoby
Yes.
and Sophia, yes. Okay. The minutes are approved. Do we have any written communications from the public?
No.
And I assume that nobody from the public is on because nobody is joining the meeting. So Old business, we have capital needs.
It's a standing item. The one thing that I think we want to keep an eye on in the spring is there are some patches in the green space in the lawn that need to be seeded.
Yep.
And we just need to keep an eye on that and make sure that that gets done in the spring. I can tell you that one of the things that we've looked at again and again and again is HVAC system. I know that our building manager, Mike Pritchett, has recently made some tweaks, and whereas it was, let's just say a couple weeks ago, I came in on Monday morning, it was 58 degrees in my office. It is now a balmy 72 and a half. So
Nice.
And this is technically old business or sort of capital, but the sign is up now.
That's what I was gonna ask. That was my
oh,
next.
that's right. Yeah, the electronic sign is up, and we got Matt and Alyssa got trained in it yesterday, so we have an actual something beyond time and temperature up there.
I saw it was Martin Luther King.
Right.
When-
and we're close.
Go up, because I've been looking for it, and I guess I haven't been downtown in a few days.
It went up last week.
Yeah, I saw it
Really?
last week. Yep.
Yep.
And it was all it said was the time and the temperature. And I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on with that. And then I was just there before the
Oh,
meeting
that's so
and I saw it.
I've been looking for it, but I haven't been able to find it, so.
Yeah, it looks really good. I was really excited to see that.
And we are the only ones using that sign, right?
Yep.
The city is using it?
Correct. Yeah, they although I guess this is a under property also, and welcome to Alana, who just came in the room.
Nylon.
The health clinic opens up Tuesday.
Oh,
That's the construction is finished and they are moving in this week. And
I saw they changed the signs to 1 hour too, like 1 hour parking.
yes, that parking up front on Franklin Street is reserved, I think, for them.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
So, and we'll need to at some point meet with city manager and one or two of you guys and city manager and workforce investment and friends and see if we can't move along the moving of workforce upstairs and the moving of the friends down into our footprint, because that seems to have stalled a little bit.
Okay.
I'm still hearing words of support from city manager that he's committed to doing it, has the funding. So.
Okay.
I am looking for so the next thing we need to talk about are the check registers from November and December. And I'm pulling mine up right now.
Would you like me to share that?
Yeah, sure. Let's share them. And if anybody has any questions about anything.
This is the November. And if somebody's got a question, just let me know and I'll scroll to it and we can take a look.
Okay.
Not on that one.
I don't see one yet.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, what is going on with the telephones? Have we gotten rid of some of our lines?
Yeah, we've gotten rid of some of the hot spots and we've stopped one cell account, mobile account, but it's an ongoing assessment. You might expect it to go up a little bit, and if we go, and some schools have closed, but I don't know if they're doing Zoom classes or they're just closed for a couple weeks. Maybe Alana can let us know about that, but we might see an uptick in people wanting to check those out.
And then I noticed that on, I think the last page, it's a Dell server. Is that a new server for the library?
Is that, I'm sorry, is that the December or the?
I thought it was November, but let me see. No, it's December, sorry.
Yeah, Matt, he'd been waiting for the price to go down a little bit, but he really needed, so I just told him to pull the trigger. We had budgeted for it, so.
Yeah,
There was one, with like if we get a new, like TV thing, like a smart screen or,
No,
there was.
no,
something-
we are planning to get some of those, but those will be at, the foundation has agreed to fund those.
What did I see then? I don't know.
and then we have the Dieta Jones and the HR source on the November one.
Correct.
And then the Dieta Jones, we're paying more of it this coming year, right?
And you will pay the rest of it with another 48,000.
Half.
Okay.
Correct.
Does anybody have any other questions?
It was the Lingso systems, is that the touchscreen.
Oh, that one, that is, so that screen at the return point that's outdoors,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
that one needed to be replaced.
Yeah, you keep that back.
Okay, got it.
I mean, I think it all looks pretty good to me. Know what anybody else have a question?
No, I'll make a motion to approve or send the check registers to the full board.
I second that.
Okay, so we will do a roll call again. Samantha,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Alana,
Yes.
excellent. Sophia, yes. So that is approved. And then the next item for business is a discussion on the actuals. So Rick, take it away.
Yeah, this is, so the books weren't closed when I sent this out, so there are going to be some minor changes to this when you see the final, when I send the annual financial information to you. And one major change, the major change is that, so that surplus here, we're moving 200,000 of that to, because that's what city council approved. You guys approved more than that. City council approved 200,000. We're moving 200,000 to our capital improvement fund. So I want to point out that we actually ended up spending more than we had budgeted for. And that was all in, that was all in one line. And do you guys mind if I show you something with a little more detail?
So
Oh,
the
that's great.
insurance,
Okay,
the insurance line.
yeah, the health insurance line.
Yeah.
Me. So this is my much more detailed version that I used to send to the board. And the last finance chair told me simplify, simplify, simplify. But I
I
want
don't see
to
it.
see kind of how,
I think your screen's frozen. I just see what we were seeing.
really, it says I'm sharing the screen. So let me stop the share and start over, see if that works.
It still said the December budget. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so if you look under medical insurance, this here, $452,400 is what we budgeted. I don't put that out of thin air. The city tells me, here's what we expect medical insurance costs to be per covered staff member per year. I look at how many staff members we have that get health insurance, and I multiply by that number. So I came up with $452,400. That's roughly $35,000 a month, and you can see that it came out about that every month. April was a 3 paycheck month, so it's going to come out higher until September. Oh, September was a 3 paycheck month too. So it was all pretty good until October. Then it went to 46,000. Then in November and December, 59,000. So that put us 53,000 over, which is why we overspent. I mean, other than that, we were on track with everything, and we would have ended up about where I was predicting to you guys September and October. But the reason those costs went up is the city is a self-insurance fund. So all medical bills, although they're administered by Blue Cross Blue Shield, they're paid out of a pot of money at the city. That money is funded by the premiums, and the staff members' premiums that they pay out of their check doesn't go up, but what we pay to make up for that does change. Now, last year it worked in the other direction. So they were saving money because people weren't getting the elective procedure done and operations done. So costs were lower than they expected. And we actually, came in well under what was budgeted. This year, and this is the first time it's ever happened in 8 years I've been here, it came out much higher. Other than that, we came out really good at the end of the year. And the other thing is not reflected on what I showed you. Or what I sent you is that $200,000 got moved, because when I wrote this up, it hadn't been done yet. But I got notice from the city budget officer about 2 days ago that it had been done. And we're looking down here at our cash position. So January 1, we had $2 million. So we're in a very, very good spot. You can see we never dipped below 625,000 all year, which is also something that's very, very good. And you've heard me say before, you get newspaper articles written when you're struggling, but when you do what you got to do and you end up with money in the bank, then there's no newspaper stories about that.
Have we gotten all of our money from the taxes yet?
Yes. Yeah, we've got more than. I'm sorry.
Doesn't the last payment sometimes come in January?
Well, it had been, but what we got last year, we got in 2021, we got a payment in January. So that was from 2020.
Yeah.
But we're cash accounting. So the year that the money comes in is the year that it gets credited to. So if we did accrual accounting, that would have been backdated to 2020. But since we are cash accounting, when it comes in is when we get it. We ended up collecting the $2,925,000 where our levy was for $2,842,000. So, but we got a payment every month since July, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay, well, I did, some years we don't get it all in that same year. Some years we get it.
Correct. But it looks like we not only got everything for 2021, but we also had some left over that we got from 2020. So we benefited from that. We benefited from the personal property replacement tax coming in much higher than we expected. This year, it's not it's not an example of fantastic money management. We got lucky on the revenue side and we got burned on medical insurance. If you take the things, but if you look at the things we had control over, we did really well. We don't have any control over what the health insurance costs are going to be. We don't have any control over what the revenue is going to be, quite frankly. I mean, aside from the levy, but we still, I mean, if people don't pay their taxes, people don't pay their taxes. If we get, if the treasurer's office at Macon County decides, I'll send you the money in 2022, we get the money in 2022. We don't have any control over that.
Well, I'm glad we got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, and we've talked about that, and it's been, it might be. I know that we have a trustee who serves on the county board who, when he first found out about that, was taking notes and saying, "I will look into this." So maybe that's why we got it all.
Okay.
Well, this is just a discussion, so we don't vote on it. The next is the meeting schedule. And we have to, I guess we vote on that and then we have to publish it, right?
Yeah, and did I put discussion on there? Because you should vote on that.
It's
And
an
so you
action.
put action
Yeah.
and the schedule, has everybody seen it? It's just the standard schedule.
Yeah, it's Wednesdays, and
Yeah, the second Wednesday of the month.
I don't know what I did with it.
Was it at the bottom of mine?
I opened it up.
It was like the last thing.
Yeah, there were no holidays that were a conflict. Just it was the usual. Well, second Wednesday at 4:30. The one oddity is you'll have a couple of meetings where you'll have a couple of weeks where the full board meeting will be the very next day.
So I'll move to accept the meeting schedule.
Anybody want to?
Second.
Second.
Okay. Okay, we will roll call. Samantha,
Yes.
Jacoby, you're now ahead of Anae on my thing. I don't know why, but you're next.
Woo-hoo. Moved up in the world.
You jumped up,
Yes.
got ahead of her, but did. Anae,
Yes.
Alana,
Yes.
Sophia, yes. Okay, so that's passed and
Did you have
Right.
something else to talk about, Rick?
that's what I was looking at. Other. Do you have
Oh,
anything?
you're on mute. You're
Rick,
on
you're
mute.
muted.
Sorry, I have a couple of things that are not finance related, but the big thing I wanted to make you guys aware of was that $200,000 did get transferred. But two things I just want to make you aware of as trustees is that COVID's hitting us pretty hard here staff wise. So it's a possibility that, we may have to close the place down for some period of time because we can't staff it. So I'm not going to rule it out. It is possible. We've, and we've had people out for other medical reasons at the same time. So there were, it was just a perfect storm. So far, we've been able to, pull together, and everybody's been flexible about changing their schedules and whatnot. And we've got a couple people back. And it's not just somebody being sick. It also might be, they're in quarantine because they got a family member sick. And it's no different here than anywhere else. We're getting hit pretty hard. The other thing I wanted to make everybody aware of is just to give Michelle a hand. She, as of Monday, will be, she was hired as library administrative secretary, and as of Monday, she will take over duties as executive administrative assistant. She gets to keep all of her current duties and more.
And then add some, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
You
Congratulations.
did your job. Everybody,
Yes, I'm excited.
I lost everybody.
All right, anything else?
Not for me.
I don't have anything. Sophia, are you frozen?
Everybody, why?
Is your face is frozen?
I can't hear.
Oh, there she is.
Back. I lost everybody. So is there anything anybody else has to say? Rick, how many people are out in the library?
So right now we're down to we've got 4 out, only 2 of which are right now are COVID related. I think we just got a couple back.
I'll tell you, both the hospitals are full. They've been full for over a month. Both hospitals have gone to emergency surgery only.
Yeah, so we got to a point, it's really been kind of a rolling crisis from end of December till now. I know Alyssa came in and worked every day of her vacation at the end of the month, just to cover 2 hours here, 4 hours there, or whatever. And that, especially that department, has been flip-flopping their hours, but so far we've been able, and it's not all COVID. There's some, 2 others out for 2 people out for other medical reasons, that both of whom are coming back next week. So that's going to help a lot, as long as they don't catch COVID.
Are people being good about masking up in the library?
I'm seeing a higher compliance. So I think we had pretty good. I think we've always had pretty good compliance. And what I'm noticing is higher compliance.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people got it in December and are getting it right now. So it's very contagious, particular strain. Anybody have any more questions? Anything else?
Nope.
I'm good.
Does anybody want to make any motions?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
Now, this one, can we say all in favor, or do we have to roll call?
No, I have to roll call.
Roll
Okay. Jacoby, you're now number 1. You moved up
Jake-
when I kicked off. You're number
it.
1 now.
Jake Jacoby seconds.
Samantha,
Yes.
Anae,
Yes.
Alana,
Yes.
Sophia, yes. So the meeting is adjourned.